sounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll.
Oh,
Dang,
no.
Dang, this remix got this song stuck in my head lately.
You can see that. Oh, no.
Have we been doing the time warp again?
Okay.
Yes, I have been.
How
So
It's
how
simple.
was it?
Jump to the left, step to the right. Okay. Because everyone insane.
Yay.
Zero, say it.
Off insane, so...
Zero, say it.
No, I deny you.
Say
Okay.
it.
Come on.
No. Because I don't
Okay.
even...
Okay. Basically,
I'm poking
hello,
you through
everyone.
the screen, Zero. I am poking you through the computer monitor.
Shut up. Ow.
Well, everybody, welcome to the Legend Hearts podcast, where spooks and shenanigans will be
Let's do the
popping
time
out
warp
on your
again.
screen. As we were saying earlier, I have watched the TV remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show that was aired on Fox a couple weeks ago.
Well, how was that?
Honestly, it was decent. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it was decent.
Not super
Okay.
great?
Not super great, but
It didn't
Okay,
make you want to break your TV.
it's not one of those I wanted to break my TV. I actually had fun with it. So should I start with the cons or the pros first?
Yeah, go ahead. Start with the cons.
Okay, there wasn't as many cons. For one, is that I felt it played too safe, but then again, it was airing on national television, so they have to nerf a few stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
So and the other one, oh my god, I wanted to smack the actor who played Brad in this. He felt like he had a stick shut up his so. Oh my god.
Maybe he did.
No, he was so uptight, even more than the one in the original. It felt like he was acting like he was God, Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie had more personality than him, and he was a wooden board.
Wow.
Damn, that's so
That's
harsh.
bad. That's
Yep,
bad,
yeah.
then.
Oh god.
I am going to steal that description, because that's beautiful.
Okay. Everyone's gonna wondering how was Laverne Cox as Frankenfurter?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Was she any
Honestly,
good?
she was really good. She really fit the part well. It felt like she did a mixture of her own personality and mixed in with how what Tim Curry did without being too over the top. But I felt she did really good with the part. And for the one song I felt that she did the best on was "I'm Going Home," which is at the end of the movie. And surprisingly, the cast of the movie, with the exception of Brad, everyone was pretty good.
So,
And go ahead.
I was just saying nice.
But I did have a bit of a fan moment with one scene. It was during when Eddie crashed through the window, being played by a former American Idol singer, Adam Lambert.
Which I mistakenly thought was Adam Levine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Heathen.
No, but and I think from what I've seen online, when it comes to a lot of fan comments, people were saying like, "Okay, what's your favorite part of the movie?" It seems that Adam Lambert was the one who stole the entire special.
Well, yeah. It's Adam Lambert.
And I thought he did pretty well, even though it was sad to see him get pushed out of a window after getting stabbed to death by Frankenfurter.
Well, you got to progress the plot somehow.
Oh yeah.
And we can't exactly do what we did in the original.
No.
And imply what happens in the original. So there you go.
Oh, and you know how Rocky in the original had like those tight, like golden, like was it?
Yeah, the golden booty shorts.
Had sparkly golden boxers in this.
My prescription for accurate.
Well, in other words, he was born out of an ice tank, it was like he just came out of a cooler because there was like a tub of ice in there.
Oh man.
I'm just, oh my goodness. And not to mention one thing I did like that I wanted to steal from this entire set. Riff Raff had an electric, kind of like a laser guitar was turned into a laser gun, which he uses to kill Frankenfurter at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh god, and okay, we all know I'm not sure, with the exception of Moonsy because she hasn't seen it yet. We all know how the ending goes out with what this riffraff does to Frankenfurter. We all know what happens. Zaps him.
Yeah.
Right.
And we all know. Well, okay, when Riffraff was firing at Rocky, what happened?
Rocky climbing up the radio tower.
Of course, the lasers were not.
Lasers don't affect him. Finally does. Crashes the radio tower into the pool.
Not this time.
Alright, what happened? What they change?
He gets pissed off, charges at Riffraff, and gets zapped in one hit and dies. While reaching his arm out to Frankenfurter. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that's pretty lame.
That was lame.
Yeah.
You gotta remember they're doing this on network television, though.
Right, but I don't think that there was a significant difference between because the thing with the original one is that it gave more impact to when Rocky finally does go.
Oh yeah, and the opening sequence was a lot different too.
Okay, so the original sequence was Brad's friend was getting married.
Actually, no, I mean, I'm talking about when science fiction double feature was being.
Oh, okay. So what was the
with the
difference?
lips?
Okay.
This one I actually did like. Pretty much, it was a female usher. She was singing the song while she was taking the ticket. She was leading the fans in to go sit, find their seats. And at the end of the song, she goes right by the projector and she sits down, gets her little bucket of popcorn, and watches the movie with them. I'm like, I actually like that opening sequence.
Okay.
Sounds kind of interesting.
It was actually, I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm like, at least we got, and the cool thing was, of course, we all know who had the biggest cameo in this TV movie,
Which was the man himself.
the original Frankenfurter himself, Tim Curry.
As the
But you have to
investigator.
have him in there, or it's just wrong.
Yeah, he did pretty well. I mean,
Even if he's just in there for a little throwaway thing, it's like you've got to have him in there.
it's mandatory. He sounded kind of tired, but I can understand why, because I think years ago he suffered a stroke and had some kind of paralysis.
Ooh.
Ooh, no, we're gonna
I
go down another.
think that's what happened. Is that he suffered a stroke, and he's confined to a wheelchair.
Well, then
But
he should have been playing.
but it looked like he had fun with it. He actually did.
Okay, I'm sorry. This sounds a little morbid, but he should have been playing Dr. Scott if he was in a wheelchair.
Asshole on wheels.
No, the guy that got to play Dr. Scott was pretty funny.
Aw, darn it.
Yeah. He did suffer a stroke back in 2013,
Ooh.
Yep.
and it apparently made it difficult for him to speak. So that might explain why.
Yep, that's the reason why. So my opinion Kari's opinion, it's one, I honestly didn't think this should have been made, but I can understand why it was done. It was a nice homage to the original, but honestly, if I wanted to watch Rocky Horror, I'll stick to the original.
Alrighty.
All right.
That's fair enough. Other than that, how else was your week? Let's just keep going with you.
Busy again. Slowest days I ever worked because of the snow.
And there's an ice rain warning.
Yep, the fucking do. I hate ice rain. And then what else has been going on? Okay, movie-wise, I haven't been really going anywhere that much. Okay, I take that back. So I'm not sure if I said this on the last podcast, but the last movie I saw was Boo, a Madea Halloween.
You sad fuck.
Okay, give me a pass on this, because this is like the first Madea movie I have ever seen in my life. I've been hearing criticisms about it, but I can understand why people don't like these movies. Because it's kind of stereotypical, with, the African-American culture and all. But honestly, it was a guilty pleasure for me to watch. I mean, the mood that was set was kind of weird, and I like how they make fun of the whole, thing with the scary clowns. Just do not. Okay, if you're a scary clown and you plan on going on Medea's porch, she's gonna whoop your ass. I think that's what she did.
That's okay. Most cities have a Batman doing that now. So.
No. In the trailer.
That's right.
No, in the trailer, she's like, don't you dare bring that over here. Jump out of this damn box. And of course, there's a clown that pops out to jump in the box, and she just bitch slaps it right at the box, and it falls over. Like, you got knocked the hell out. And I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was stupid, but it was a stupid funny. And I have no shame in it whatsoever because I've seen much worse comedies. At least it wasn't Adam Sandler.
Ugh.
That is
And we might have
one
had
good
to shoot you.
consolation.
Yes.
Instead of principal. Put you out of your misery.
Okay, and let's see. Gaming wise, I've been almost done with Rise of the Tomb Raider. And what else? I've been playing The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead. Because
Prepping
I
for
saw
season 3.
for season 3, and I got in the mood because I watched the season 7 premiere.
There was screaming and crying. It was glorious.
Yes, there was. I have never in my life, when it comes to a TV show episode premiere or any TV show in particular, where I had such powerful emotions running through my head.
Need a cookie?
No, I'm good. I got it over it already, but still, holy shit.
Yeah, you're not the only one who's gone through an emotional breakdown.
What the hell happened to you, man?
Ruby!
Alright, let's go on to
So-
the legend since you brought it up.
So you finally finished Volume 3?
I've started Volume 4. I basically watched my way through the entirety of the third Ruby season.
So you saw that ending then?
I saw the whole thing, and
Finally, another person to talk to about it.
Hey, I've seen it too, Misty.
That's your problem, and you've had like a year to watch it, so suck it up.
No.
Suck it up, princess.
I'm giving you the finger, and you can't even see it.
That's why he doesn't care.
Yeah, this works wonders for an audio podcast.
Dumbasses, one and all.
That
it's all
includes you.
fun. But yeah, I remember the first and second seasons being largely lighthearted and fun, though I also remembered how they were hinting at darker things to come.
The end of Volume 3 is like a sledgehammer to your emotions.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah?
I came away from that series shaking. I kid you not. Every single nerve of my body was fried. You could call it just from the adrenaline of just all the crazy shit that happened. But beyond that was just the emotional shock. I was in shock. I needed to
I
step
signed
away.
up for the free month of the first thing just so I could watch the first episode of Ruby early.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And now it's calmed down from a sledgehammer to a regular hammer to your emotions.
For the most part, and having watched the first episode of the fourth season, I am liking where they might be taking this,
Mm-hmm.
and I am tentatively looking forward to things that go on, though I am just a little bit annoyed with Ruby, to be honest with you. The character herself.
Oh?
Without really spoiling anything, I think there's a reason he's wearing that shirt.
Who is he?
I'm not spoiling anything!
Thank you.
Good.
If you want to know, go watch the series.
Also, I haven't seen season 4 yet, so I need to catch up on that too.
There's only one episode out right now, so you don't have much catching up to do.
Goody. Well,
However, it is almost 20 minutes, so they did give us something.
well, that's good. I guess,
Was I supposed to be doing my week?
yes.
Oh, okay. Well, in terms of gaming,
I have gone to play Dark Cloud 2.
Goody, you're actually practicing.
And I'm slowly getting better and better at not sucking.
He says as he fails horribly.
But then the Let's Play wouldn't be as fun.
Oh, there'll still be plenty of failure. Oh, I can almost certainly guarantee that. But it won't be a failure because I don't know what I'm doing.
Goody.
That I will attest to. Failures because we fuck up, on the other hand.
No promises.
No promises at all. Besides that, I haven't been playing too much Pokemon, surprisingly. I see... The demo kind of burned me out. I hate to say it.
Really?
I just... After spending at least half an hour trying to catch a Pick-a-Peck, only to find out
that you can't keep it.
that you can't keep anything. It hurt my soul.
That's what made me glad that I only spent like 5 minutes doing that little mini game. Because I talked to him and he's like, yeah, let's release it. I'm like, what?
I
They should let you
know.
pick one of the Pokemon you catch to keep for the main game.
To be fair, though, you're getting what we'll get to later is a pretty damn impressive Pokemon in
still.
exchange.
There's a couple of the beginning Pokemon that we would really like to just be able to start off with.
Of course there is, but it's too OP.
But they're already making you catch it anyway for the mini game.
No, it's too OP. We can't have that. It's too OP. We can't do that.
Honestly, if there was any poker that I wished we could keep, that I wish we could catch and send over to the main game, because I think the poker that you're talking about be damned. I wish it was a Jangmo.
Well, yeah, of course, because it's awesome. It's a dragon fighting Pokemon.
Yes! And it's cute and adorable. I would not mind even just leaving it in an egg and then sending it over to the main game where I could pick it up at a Pokemon Center after I've gotten my starter. Just so that I could have it on my team. Not this overpowered, overgrown bullshit!
We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one because it's part of the data mine. But keep going on.
Okay, besides Pokemon, besides all the other stuff, I have also gotten back to Dark Souls 1.
How's that going for you?
Well, I picked up a character by the name of Tyria, and I started going through trying to make a quality build, which is actually something I never did in the first Dark Souls.
Really?
Unfortunately, however, I cannot get access to the DLC because I refuse to pay Microsoft 1 cent. No, if I'm going to be dumping money, it's going to be towards the PS4. And I am happy to announce that I have indeed purchased the DLC for Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3.
Holy
Awesome.
crap.
Yay!
So I will be able to do some stuff with that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Possibly. Who knows?
Somewhat.
Not on your life.
Possibly.
Alright, and I am looking forward to just seeing the stuff that people have been, that FromSoft has made with the series, with Ashes of Aria and Del. I am simultaneously intrigued and hyped. I am looking forward to going back home and popping that disc back into its spot. Though, the fact that I have also unlocked the Bloodborne DLC means I might be doing that too.
Enjoy Cthulhu.
One does not simply enjoy Cthulhu.
One is Cthulhu.
No. We haven't talked in a while. But anyway, greatly looking forward to going back home, picking those up, doing the stuff.
Doing the stuff with the things.
Doing the stuff with the thing, with the stuff and the thing. Let me see. Is there anything else that has happened? Currently in the midst of getting through my shit at school. You know, the same old chestnut. When will I ever leave?
Never.
No!
You never truly leave.
Yeah.
Well, that is true, that you never truly leave. But you do graduate. That
Yeah, but
is
your brain
true.
never leaves.
Well, I would at least like to go on with a diploma. But the bullshit persists.
The bullshit is forever.
It's a bullshit.
It's a bullshit Mario does not understand.
Good lord, man.
Yeah. So I apologize early on if I sound really, really tired or if I'm a little more quiet throughout the rest of the podcast. Due to the increasing levels of bullshit and my struggles to continue to try and get the hell out of college without dropping out,
You'll make
I
it
am
through.
going to be really, really super freaking sleepy.
Don't worry, man. You'll make it through. I believe in you.
We all do.
Thank you. Glad to hear someone believes in me. But I guess that'll wrap up my week.
All right, then. So why don't we have Leo talk about his week?
I didn't have too much of a week. I did not too many things related to normal, so just too busy with school for the most part. Notable things I guess I did were I tried out Skyrim Special Edition.
How's that going for you?
It doesn't work.
Really?
Well, let me rephrase that. I have a middle spec computer for what was... I have a decent spec computer for the PS3 generation, but for PS4 generation, Xbox One generation, it runs like ass.
Ooh.
And so it took me 2 minutes after initializing this thing for the start menu to load up properly.
Damn.
Well, I might have some good news.
What's that?
And that is?
From what I've heard of certain sources, there is going to be a big Dell sale for new laptops in December, if I'm not mistaken.
I just bought my laptop back in July.
Well...
And you got a good gaming laptop, didn't you?
It's not a gaming laptop. It's just a decent newer model. But compared to what the PS3 and PS4, what the PS4 and the Xbox One run on, it's lacking in comparison. So I might just end up rent Special Edition if I find some free time and just Redbox it for a day or two.
All right.
This is kind of the reason why I don't do a lot of PC, the AAA titles of PC games. That's why I mostly go for consoles.
Right, yeah, I agree with the car on that one.
Well, even Angry Joe does that for most of the games now.
I did some minor things. I did some minor team building for the Generation 1 games and for my Pokemon Y again. Haven't really started anything, just like making teams because that's what I like doing. I saw Hocus Pocus for the first time.
What?
Oh, that old 90s Disney thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cult classic.
Yeah. And I can definitely see why it's considered a cult classic.
The stuff?
Oh god, I do need to see that. I haven't really been in the Halloween mood at all this year.
Yeah, I would say watching that, maybe Halloween Town.
Oh god damn.
What gets me is the thought of the cat. The guy who does the voice of the cat is McGee on NCIS.
Seriously, that's McGee?
Yes!
Yep, that's Mr. Dumbass himself.
So I watched that. I might have to look up the Charlie Brown Halloween special now also. As well as Over the Garden Wall, which is apparently being called a Halloween special now.
Never heard of that one.
It's a relatively new cartoon. It was made by the same guys who did Adventures of Flapjack.
Oh boy.
Never really watched that.
Yeah,
It's just basically all you need to know. It's got a cute artsy appearance, but it gets trippy as hell. And they managed to get Elijah Wood as one of the starring roles.
Oh God.
Okay, as someone who just watched it for the first time, I gotta ask you this, Leo. Who's your favorite sister?
Honestly, I'm impressed Sarah Jessica Parker pulls that look off really well.
Yeah, she does. Oh my. When I was younger, I used to think that Mary was the dumbest sister, but watching it again, I'm like, no, it's Sarah.
For the record, for those of you who are also in the dark, like Sarah Jessica Parker in this movie plays a even ditzier, like I would say in terms of personality, an even ditzier Harley Quinn.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Which is saying something if you consider like if you consider the 90s Batman cartoon. Like she was pretty ditzy back then. Let me see. I did that. I played the demo for a little bit, and then I found out tragically that my 3DS has a deficiency to where if you do not put it gently on a surface, it can actually something inside the 3DS comes undone, and it will shut off the DS without it incorrectly.
Oh no!
It'll do a soft reset, so it resets the clock. So I'm gonna have to get that replaced, hopefully for Christmas.
Oh.
I think that about covers it. I have not had enough time to do anything else related to gaming aside from that little bit, and that's about it.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
So I guess it's either me or Moosey. Who should go?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yes,
I'm tired. I can't think of another good lead.
Wait. I got a little thing to say because I had this strange little talk at work with a new coworker. Okay, she loves Pokemon, but get this. She does not believe me that Fire Red and Leaf Green are remakes of Red and Blue.
Really?
She's an idiot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told him, like, yes, they are. They're the same characters. They know they're new characters in a new team. I'm like, no, they're not.
Well,
I showed her the Wikipedia. I showed her the Wikipedia page, and she goes, "Well, someone could have edited that." I'm like,
She's an idiot.
Like, yeah, just like I would not waste any more time arguing with her.
Then I think she's like in her late teens, so I'm thinking she probably has not played that one that much,
Well,
probably.
she's a young idiot.
Well, regardless, don't waste your time. Okay, Muzi, why don't you go?
Oh no.
It's been okay. I mean, I had to go do more testing with that one program and then have a whole bunch of information tossed at my brain, which totally overloaded it. Which may involve me doing some work and experience and various things and possible, like, minor internship stuff to figure out what fits best, et cetera, so my brain went, and then shut down.
Ooh.
So basically, wait.
I've seen Jack Reacher twice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I also saw Jack Reacher.
With my parents, but Rama hadn't seen it yet, so we went out and saw that. And then I saw Inferno yesterday, which was
Okay.
actually pretty good.
Fun.
Oh, let's see. And then I picked up the new Hunter x Hunter set. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but
I didn't even know they came up with a new set for that.
oh, it's the redone one. This
Yeah, I
one's
figure. I just didn't know it came out yet.
Oh, yeah. And, let's see. Picked up a couple of movies. I haven't had a chance to watch one of them. It's the Final Fantasy 15 movie. I figured.
King's Slave?
Yeah, I figured since I'm getting the game, I may as well, and it was cheap at Walmart, so.
I heard it's actually not that bad.
And now I have all of the Harry Potter movies on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Took you long enough.
But they have the extended editions in there as well, so which
That-
I have not seen.
That actually reminds me of something silly that I heard about. This is a little just funny news I heard from my folks.
All right.
Funny thing you should mention Harry Potter, because at the NFL, one of the guys, I believe, one of the members of the Seahawks, please forgive me if I...
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, apparently the guy was asked by his kid to dress up as Harry Potter for the conference.
Seriously?
So he showed up with the
As
glasses
Harry
and the robe and started answering questions as Harry frickin' Potter.
What the fuck?
That's
He's
that's parenting at its finest, okay?
Yeah, that's parenting at its finest.
Every once in a while, you gotta indulge them a little bit if it's something cool like that, you know?
Yeah, and I'll give him credit, even though it was a very, very short moment. It was a magical moment.
Ha ha ha.
You could say he was spellbound.
He-
Then I decided to take a sledgehammer to my emotions again and rewatch the end of Ruby Volume 3, so that way I'd be prepared for the first episode of Volume 4.
I would not be able to make it through Volume 3 a second time.
I'm like, why? And that's all you can scream is, why?
You know, another
And
thing that I
thankfully
remember.
that tells nothing. But
I remember when I think it was in the second Star Trek movie, the writers were confronted by a bunch of their peers saying, "You can't kill Spock!
what the hell?
What the hell's wrong with you? You can't kill Spock!" And the writers responded,
They're like,
"Of course
"Watch
we
me."
can. Of course we can kill Spock. The question is how. How do we make it good?"
Again, sledgehammer to emotions.
I know.
And that scene will never be as significant as it is now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God almighty. So, are you quite done with your week, Moosey?
I think I need to fix the hole in my chest. Excuse me a moment.
I've been bouncing in several games, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I picked up the Harry Potter Lego thing for the PS4 because it's got both games.
Okay.
And they finally brought out the Batman Return to Arkham.
Woo.
The best part about it is that each game has its own disc, so there's 2 discs in there, so you don't have to install both games at once.
Yay!
Out of space, like I am. You don't have to delete as much to fit it on there. And then I was horrible, and I borrowed Color Splash from Yomo, so...
Uh-oh.
Why'd you play that, Moosey? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, god damn it, woman.
Well,
I'm ignoring the fact that it says Paper Mario. I'm
part of
pretending
me's-
it's not a Paper Mario game, which isn't. But it's a decent, like, regular type game to play, even though it's not Paper Mario. It's
I
still
had-
kind of weird, but
My head.
it's still my soul, but...
if
And then I picked up the Crack.
God dang it, Moosey.
Well, I don't
Dragon
blame you for
Wisdom.
picking it up. I am all for seeing the damage for yourself. But that is the one exception that I will make for myself, unfortunately.
See, this way I didn't have to buy it.
That is true. And
I
good
just
on you.
borrowed it from him.
Good.
Because then I can just hand
Don't
it
pay
back.
money for that.
Don't pay good
But-
money.
Don't
No,
pay
but then
bad
I
money
picked up
either.
Crack that is Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh, what a coinkydink, so am I.
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah, I've been playing it while everyone's been chattering along.
Well, and the best part about borrowing things from him sometimes, he went and got one of those, Xbox One, upgraded ones. and he gave me his original one. I got a free Xbox One.
A free. Aw.
Well then.
Lucky?
Little Miss Lucky Moosey.
And then he bought me a controller. Only because the one that he had for that one, the original controller, was pretty much busted, and he didn't want to give me a busted controller.
Ah, nice.
Good on him. Good on him for giving you the good stuff. I
And
had.
to play it, he gave me his rare replay collection.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can play all the good games that Rare used to play back before they became shit. Yes.
The best part is
Before they got indoctrinated by the machine.
well, and this has the Conker's Bad Fur Day on it.
Oh my word.
Yep.
And when Mass Effect Andromeda comes out, I have it pre-ordered for the Xbox One.
Huh?
We may have squeed just a little bit when they said it was in their system for pre-order.
Oh yeah.
We
Might
were
have.
at the register with $5 in hand before they could blink. And then next week, not only do I have a Rift Tracks to go to, Carnival of Souls, mind you, on Halloween.
Neat.
Next week, Doctor Strange opens.
Oh man, Doctor Strange.
I will be there Thursday night, come hell or high water.
You know, funny you should mention Doctor Strange. Have you seen the Razer commercials for that?
I don't remember.
Razor commercials?
Yes. In the movie,
Have
doesn't
you seen
he?
the man's beard? Come on.
Yeah. They're using his beard as a selling point for new razors.
No, that makes sense, actually.
It's amazing.
That's a good strategy.
It's a legitimate strategy.
Which is odd for marketing.
My head. My
And then
head.
by Monday, I should have my Marvel loot crate.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
the theme is Mystics.
Mystics.
Nice.
Like
Okay,
Doctor
are we
Strange.
talking Pokemon Mystics or another kind of Mystics?
It could be either.
No, this is Marvel stuff.
Ah, Marvel.
So it's like Doctor Strange, I think they said Scarlet Witch, stuff like that.
Ah, so magic users. Sorry, I'm
So I'm like, excellent.
derping. Severe derping. Oh.
And I
God.
finally found my wonderful Evolution hat.
Moosey's happy.
It has every single Evolution on it, and it's not like the print hats, it's the actual, like, embroidered, like, sewn-on patch type hats.
Nice.
So it's good quality and it'll last.
That's good.
Nice.
Like, excellent. There was only 2 that
Oh.
they got in. Me and Yami bought them both.
Oh man.
So now everybody keeps asking us where we got them, and we kind of have to go, well, we got them at Hot Topic, and leave it at that.
Oh man.
Well, we don't want to deflate their enthusiasm.
Fair enough.
And I've been taking advantage of the Pokemon Go Halloween thing.
Ah yes. You're getting extra candy for captures, right?
You get double candy for captures. There's a whole bunch of things, and I think we're going to be going into that later, but I can definitely give experience on that.
And of course the Zubat are ever more plentiful than they were before.
Actually, it's more Ghastly Line and Cubone for us.
Oh, I love the Ghastlies.
I haven't seen a goddamn one since the game came out.
Well, I
I
have
already
seen
had
some
2
Ghastlies.
Gengars, and now I have a 3rd one.
A third Gengar?
And I still have 349 Ghastly candy.
Why? Why?
I'll go into that when we hit that spot.
Oh. Oh man.
Poor Legend.
I've been dragging my poor Magikarp around by its fin.
Which fin? The
I'm
dorsal
up
fin?
300
The back
candy
fin?
now.
Oh, man.
The poor little thing. See, that's why they evolve into such a kick-ass Pokemon. Is because people abuse them so, and they just get so pissed off when they hit a certain level.
That's
They
true.
just explode out of their scales.
Funny little story. Magikarp was actually the first Pokemon I ever evolved.
Really?
Think about that for a moment. In Pokemon Yellow, I evolved the Magikarp you buy for 500 Pokédollars.
Jesus
Oh my God.
Christ.
You are a patient bastard.
Not as patient as you, from what I recall, though.
Yeah, level 53.
Yeah, because
Pidgeot.
I overgrinded like a double bastard.
Oh, man. But, yeah, that moment when that squirmy, squishy little fishy becomes your apocalypse weapon.
And I have done the impossible with egg hatching the last 2 days.
Which is?
I hatched 3 Bulbasaurs.
Wow.
You lucky woman.
My 2K egg hatches normally suck. I have hatched, in the last, a week, I think, I've hatched 2 Pikachus and 3 Bulbasaurs.
God damn it, woman.
And a Zubat and a Caterpie, but still. But I finally have my freaking Wonder Pikachu, and I finally have a really good Bulbasaur that I'm gonna evolve, because it's like 91% IVs.
Nice.
Jesus.
Now I'm hoping some of the, 4 different 2K eggs that I have a decent Squirtle in them.
Jesus Christ, woman.
Well, I think I'm going to need to step away from the madness for a moment and question about your madness, Zero. How's it going?
Well, right now I am currently playing Dragon Quest Builders as we speak.
And he does mean this literally. He's currently hopping walls.
He's playing crack.
I thought that you agreed,
Because that's what it is.
What was Stardust Valley then?
No, that's a cult.
There's a difference between illegal substances and illegal activities.
Because you start sitting there going, when somebody else gets Stardew Valley, you're kind of like, one of us. When you start playing Dragon Quest Builders, however, the entire world gets shut out, and you look over at the clock and go, oh, it's almost 1 a.m.
It's like Minecraft.
Yes.
Complete with the blocky mechanics.
Yep.
I'll give Minecraft one thing, though. Crafting is a lot faster because you don't have to keep readjusting yourself.
Or going to a billion different other things to make a billion other different things.
Teleporting to other islands so you can get, better materials.
And adding to that, deteriorating equipment.
Yeah, because currently I just lost my Cloak of Evasion and I'm currently in my undies.
Fantastic.
Think about it, some of your equipment in Minecraft also deteriorates, so...
Right.
Yeah, but which equipment, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not a Minecraft
Your
player.
armor, your weapons,
Pretty much everything.
Tools, pretty much everything that you can otherwise wear or use.
So pretty much, most of the stuff that actually deteriorates in Dragon
Right.
Quest Builders as well. So.
Pretty much the same things.
Something I would also like to note, it feels like I'm watching a Marxist interpretation of heroism. Like,
You could, go that far into it.
Wow.
seriously, this is all about, the people's revolution. You're not the hero who's going out to save the world. You're rallying people behind you so that you can orchestrate the people's revolution and take back the motherland from the evil overlord.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, that's not propaganda at all.
Nope.
God,
Not
That's
at
nothing
all.
new for these things.
God damn it, legend.
Tell me I'm not wrong.
I could make a bad political joke, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Okay, if we're saying that we did, I'll just go, ooh, even though we haven't said anything. I'm a derp.
Anyway.
I'm feeling more derpy by the second.
Yeah, like Moosey's been saying, I've been playing a lot of addictions lately. Stardew Valley, Dragon Quest Builders.
Grinding in Dark Cloud.
Yeah, but then again, my life is complete and utter emptiness. I've been going mad lately.
Join the club.
I am mad. And I'm a little sleepy.
Well, okay, we're all mad, actually, but we're slipping further into said madness.
Yeah.
Of course, he also wants me to finish Chapter 1 so we can try out the multiplayer, so...
Ah.
Yeah, so that
There's multiplayer on this thing?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
There's this one area where you have complete access to...
Everything.
Yeah.
Alright.
And right now I'm just currently smashing up a ghosty.
I
Okay.
hate those enemies.
Yeah,
hate
and
them,
I
hate
heard
them,
that
I
you
hate
don't actually get experience or anything for taking them down. The only thing you get are materials. And from what I hear, they're not even good materials.
Yeah, you just get like Chimera Wings and Monster Eggs, which I guess if you want to heal up like your health, or like your, what's the word? Derp.
Your thing!
Yeah, if you want to have a quick teleport, or if you just want to derp off.
Damn it, Zero, now you have me playing it again.
You're welcome, Moosey.
I just put this down!
Put that cookie down! Now!
Gosh, now I'm smacking a rabbit that looks like it has a horn.
Yeah, the bunny horns.
Oh man, those things. I hated those things. Back in 8.
Oh, trust me, they were worse than 3.
How so?
I don't like that they're trying to penetrate me.
Almirage,
my
the purple
what?
bunnies can cast sleep on you.
Oh right, those fuckers. Oh,
In the Game Boy Advance version, I would guarantee you at least one run through the second major dungeon. I guarantee you at least one time or another, one of those guys puts my entire party to sleep.
Although earlier, I actually took the task of carving my way through an entire mountain just to make a path.
Yeah, that's Minecraft for you. That's exactly a Minecraft behavior.
But the best part is eventually you get this one spin that you can use.
Oh, yeah.
That clears like an entire field of stuff.
Yeah, that's like a good wipeout. It does do a lot of damage to your weapon's durability, but you get a lot of material in return.
I was about to say, but it's so worth it.
Oh yeah, it looks super satisfying to do.
I made it through the mountain in like a fourth of the time it would have taken me if I had done it just the regular way.
By the way, there's apparently an achievement for beating the first chapter in 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, 20 days. Yeah, not happening.
I have like 4 ghosts that literally want my ass.
Oh my.
Ugh. So, yeah, I've been playing this, but why don't we go ahead and start getting into the actual news?
You did nothing else with your week, Zero?
Nope.
You become that addicted?
No, I just have
Who's
that.
that you're talking to? Oh my god.
Why don't we get started with some S&M?
Alright.
Oh
Let's
my.
go ahead and talk about
I meant the
Sumo.
Pokemon.
Let's go ahead and talk about Pokemon Sumo. So, the Pokemon demo was released.
Yep.
And more importantly than the demo is the hacking.
Oh, yes. We knew this was going to happen.
But
So,
even I have to go, what the hell, guys?
So YouTuber Cataphonics went ahead and unveiled a lot of the a lot of the data mining that was done on the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo and revealed a couple of things. So starting off, he reveals the stats for some of the Pokemon you can fight, specifically Jangmo, Hakamo, Yungoos, Pikapek, and Rockruff.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone can go look at the movie later, but what's notable in terms of what the initial builds are, Pikapek starts off with unusually high attack for a one stage for a basic Pokemon. It starts off with 75 attack.
That is pretty high, and I would like to note that when I talked about getting really, really, really into trying to get a Pikapek, part of it was because every single time I tried going after those critters, they would either die to me or they would kill anything I'd caught, even at full health.
Yeah, and apparently they also have, based on the moveset encounter, they have Skill Link as one of their moves.
Yeah, and they come packing Fury Attack, which means that they have a 150 base power move.
Because of STAB.
Yes!
Let's see what else. So there's that. They revealed some of the base Pokemon stats. They also revealed the stats for Ash Greninja and revealing how much of a boost this Pokemon gets.
Oh my god, that's so BS. But yet awesome.
So, in Ash Greninja form, Ash Greninja has 145 physical attack, 153 special attack, and 132 speed.
Bull fucking shit.
So it gets faster and stronger. Not to mention
Yes.
that it supposedly powers up Water Shuriken on top of all that.
I think the buff to Water Shuriken was... I don't remember what the buff to Water Shuriken was as a result of the form or just a mechanics change.
Huh.
It might have just been that they just buffed Water Shuriken, period, because Water Shuriken is permanently changed from a physical move to a special move. I don't think it has anything in relation to do with Ash Greninja form.
Well, if that is the case, then finally Water Shuriken will be a viable move for Greninja. Ironically.
Yes. There's also some other moves that were listed. For example, one is called Throat Chop.
Which one?
Throat Chop.
Throat Chop.
And it basically, you can't use any sound-based moves for 2 turns.
Oh.
So
That...
no roar, no hyper voice, no boom burst, etc., etc.
That is nuts. And it could also mean that certain starters that have also been revealed could also have some
Right.
trouble with this.
Right. We have a hint of what sounds like a special move, of like a legendary move, in the form of Aurora Veil,
Aurora Veil?
which is basically reflect it's reflect and light screen combined
Oh boy.
for 5 turns
For 5 turns. Okay, so
in
it's
one move.
in one move.
Okay, that sounds kind of interesting.
That sounds like Cosmic Power,
No.
actually.
Let me explain that to you. That is essentially doubling your defenses in one move. Anything that would have been a one-hit KO is now going to be 2.
Dude.
And that
Good
will last
gracious.
for at least 3 turns, assuming that it still gets outsped and dies. That is some bullshit. This is as big as when we found out what Quiver Dance does.
No kidding.
There's also going to be a new move called Laser Focus, which is essentially focus energy, and that the next move is going to be a critical hit.
That is cool.
So another variation of that.
Let me see. So among some of the other things that the data mining confirms, no more HMs, guys.
Yep.
Which means
HMs
no
are
more
gone for
HM
good.
Slave. I can actually use a decent Pokemon in there.
Yes.
Apparently they're restructuring the TM moves, so now everything is just going to be called a TM. So some moves are going to get switched around.
Okay.
Also, because of the Alolan trials, there are no official gyms. No official gym challenges, but we do have alternatives, and we'll get more into that later. The initial data mine says that over 800 Pokemon are going to be available total.
Dude.
Or I imagine that just references the now updated Pokedex for the updated national dex. It still does not confirm which Pokemon are going to show up in which game or where.
But still.
There's also been a new form that has been revealed, which is called Ash Pikachu.
Yeah, which there's like 6 different variations of a Pikachu with each of Ash's different hats from each of the different generations.
Correct. So, this may have something to do with someone else showing up, but we'll get to that in a bit. So let's go from the data mine stuff into the stuff that actually has been confirmed by Nintendo.
Yep.
So
As of
starting
now.
off with the Starter's final evolutions, which have been officially announced.
And as it turns
They
out,
are badass.
yes, and as it turns out, the original Chinese leak was totally on point.
Yep.
Which is weird.
So Rowlet is going to evolve into Decidueye.
Yep.
I feel
Rowlet-
cheated. There's no top hat.
I don't mind there not being a top hat because he comes with a hoodie that he can pull closed with the drawstring leaves on his neck.
He is a grass ghost type Pokemon.
Which is even better!
Thank you for peeking the mic, Legend.
Which could cause problems later, though.
He has the signature attack Spirit Shackle, which is basically what Shikamaru does in the Naruto universe, but with arrows.
And it is essentially a mean look that does damage.
Yeah, and from what we
Right.
could tell from the trailer, it landed a critical hit.
It's super effective hit.
No, oh right, it was hitting an Alolan Pikachu. Psychic.
No.
It's-
No, it was hitting the Psychic Dance Bird.
Yeah, the Psychic Dance Bird, which means Ghost type attack. Now, something interesting that I would like to note about this Pokemon, its signature move, and everything in general. We're looking at the Archer Pokemon. This guy is kind of like what Greninja was back in the day, in that he's, the lighter variant of this whole
I would
Trinidad.
like to make a small complaint right now because of a post by a certain outsider Goomba.
Aye.
Because apparently, according to him, Decidueye is the right-hand man of Santa Muerte.
Santa Muerte?
Yep.
Yes.
Good lord.
Thing is,
Because
though,
of-
in many different cultures, owls are looked upon as deathly messengers. In Native American culture, in Polynesian culture.
Right, but I think that he just goes a little bit too far by suggesting that Decidueye is explicitly working with Santa Muerte.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if he is or isn't.
I don't know. I don't think there's enough information that supports that hypothesis.
Well, if you're holding out for a jury, then I can't. We can't really force you to.
I'm not
believe
talking
in
about a jury. I'm just saying that I'm saying there's not enough evidence. He's gonna have to do a little bit more than just say that. Ooh, there's these two connections. Boink.
that. Well,
Da-da-da.
mechanically speaking,
Unlike
though.
the next Pokemon.
Hey, I wasn't done yet, asshole.
All right. Continue.
This is a ghost type. This is my turf.
Phew, God, the Legend's awfully defensive.
Down,
But
boy.
this thing isn't. Because of its typing, it actually has a lot more weaknesses than most other grass types normally would. But I would like to note also that it loses the weakness to bug that grass types normally have. And I would also like to note that his signature move is really, really annoying. Most of the time, if you want to stop someone from trapping you, you use a ghost type. But ghost types are weak to ghost type moves, which Spirit Shackle happens to be. So, regardless of whatever you're doing, it's going to be annoying you in one way or another.
He's also a spin blocker, that means you can't switch out.
Oh my god, that's true.
Yep, so Rapid Spin is done for at this point.
With that being said, the next Pokemon is a great sigh of relief to everyone in the Pokemon community. Incineroar, who is fire...
Dark.
Woohoo!
Which I'm willing to bet that was a last-minute idea.
I don't know about that. This one is the Pokemon Gaijin Goomba should have done the review for, because this Pokemon is literally called the Heal Pokemon.
That he
which
is.
For those of you who are not professional wrestling fans, refers to the bad guys.
Yep.
Which may also be some news to some wrestling fans, as some may not even be aware that there can be good guys and bad guys in wrestling, rather than just big dudes forcing the other dudes to do.
Well, I mean, story-wise, in terms of the plots.
And that's the other thing. I wasn't aware until relatively recently, within the last few years, that wrestling even had plots.
Oh, ha.
Well,
that's funny. That's
Scary,
funny.
isn't it?
Well, I wasn't a wrestling fan. But I've come to new levels of appreciation.
Nevertheless, the coolest thing about this Pokemon, aside from them literally using wrestling terms, is the fact that its signature move breaks through walls.
Yeah. Darkest Lariat.
Now,
In which you spin like a top.
many people have actually been shitting on this move due to the fact that it wasn't what they were expecting. A move that ignores stat gains? What the hell could you do about that?
Wall break.
Well, it's not just that. Note that this also means evasion boosts are ignored. So this thing is anti-double team. And I would also... Oh, sorry? It also happens to be... STAB probably has decent enough power that it can be usable, though probably not the highest. And it would be this guy's best counter against Mudbray, who has persistently rising defense.
Yeah, that's very true on that aspect.
Literally, the description of this Pokemon is exact wrestling behavior. So this is absolutely amazing. And it even has a lot more of a cultural root, given that Tiger Mask is considered one of Japan's most prolific masked wrestlers.
Really? Was he a heel, though?
No. Well, the original Tiger Mask, yes, but there's multiple incarnations of Tiger Mask, including a heel incarnation called Black Tiger Mask.
Which happens to coincide quite well with our favorite Incineroar.
Yes. And I would like to remind our viewers that Dark type is actually translated to evil in Japan. So having a heal Pokemon have a fire Dark type, it contrasts heavily from fire fighting.
Yeah, that's actually kind of good.
That being said, Darkest Lariat looks stupidly hilarious when it's actually done.
It's a T-pose with rotation applied.
It's spinning T-pose. Incineroar will defend the Russian skies.
Oh, good lord.
It's glorious. Akari, what do you think?
Well, there's our answer.
There you go.
I can't help but this was the minute I saw this Pokemon back when it was Litten. All I could think was, please be a tiger, please be tiger, please be tiger. And of course, looking at it now, oh my god, it's a fucking tiger wrestler.
No, your first thought was, no.
I mean, we had what was it? We had lions, panthers, because based on Persian. Now we have 20 fucking years, Game Freak, and now you come up with a tiger Pokemon. Fucking teases.
So, as you can tell, Akari really likes the kitty.
I love kitties in general, right? I am a kitty.
I know,
Wow.
I know.
Okay, the next one. Now we probably got one of the prettiest looking water types I've ever seen.
And the ultimate trap.
Primarina.
Yep.
Primarina
I'm sorry,
is
when did this become RuPaul's Pokemon Drag Race?
Oh no, but I like its design. It looks
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of a mermaid.
About the time we started calling it Pokemon S&M.
Pretty much.
Oh.
But yeah, it looks like a mermaid almost.
Mermaid
Yes, it
singer.
is.
It is literally the Little Mermaid.
No, it's a siren.
Yep,
Because
it
it's going to
uses.
blow you into your graves.
Yeah, this thing is a fairy type, and as I would like to quote someone that I know personally, for one of the best things that they've said when they picked up the game after a long time. Why does everything I like have to be weak to fairies? To which I have to say, said the entire Pokemon fan base ever. And this thing is our second water fairy. The last time we had one, it started one-shotting people.
And
Yes,
we're technically going to get
pretty
ourselves
much.
a third one as well.
Yep. So,
Legend's kind of a little weak in the knee.
no, I'm weak in the head. I am very sleepy, but this thing will probably wake me up or put me to sleep. It's a very good chance that this thing will probably pack sleep-inducing moves like Sing in its moveset. Hyper Voice is also a possibility, and if its hidden ability is Pixelate, God help us all.
Brilliant!
I do like its signature ability for Primarina, the ability to cure burns within the area.
Though it does also appear that this thing is a damaging move.
Yes, it's a damaging move, but it heals burns. I guess it's a way to...
Counter guts users.
yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can think of.
You could also use it for Vaporeon or, Gastrodon to help them cure their burns if they should crew them into double battle, as well as heal them or power them up.
That's true because they do absorb those moves. Although putting two water type Pokemon on the same team is questionable.
Well, it depends on how you use it. I've seen double battles where they basically stacked Surfs and basically kept themselves alive, or boosted their power to ridiculous levels. So there are strategies for it. And Primarina could follow up on that.
Yeah.
So, in other words, it's kind of funny that this Pokemon started out when it was the starter, its normal form, it was like the most hated one. But now with its full evolution, it's actually getting more popular than before.
It is a very, very pretty Pokemon. And now
It
I would
is.
like to bring up something that's kind of funny, a minor observation.
Which is?
What were the previous three final evolutions? The ones in X and Y.
We had the...
On typing or by theme?
By theme.
What was it? We had
Night Wizard,
Ninja.
Ninja.
Okay, or
Night Wizard Thief.
Fighter, Warrior, Fighter, Mage,
Thief.
and Thief. Now we have an Archer,
A monk.
a Monk, and a Bard.
Ostensibly.
Okay, what other Final Fantasy classes are we missing at this point?
No, it's not Final Fantasy, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, Dungeons
There
and
you go.
Dragons.
We're missing Barbarian.
Cleric.
Barbarian, Cleric. We are still missing Paladin, unless you want to label that under... Because what Chestnut is.
I think Chestnut is basically a paladin.
It is. It's kind of basically a tank, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
You would still be missing Fighter then. There's also Warlock and Sorcerer, but those are all just
Alterations
different
of the
variations of
mage.
Wizard, essentially.
Yeah, I would say, other than Dark Wizard or so, yeah, I think we're pretty full up on the typical RPG tropes.
You would be correct, sir.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to wreck shit with a bard.
I can't.
I thought you
think
were going
Game
to
Freak's
pick.
having too
I
much
thought you were
fun
going to
with
pick
this.
the owl.
You
Because don't
think?
you love owls?
I do. As a matter of fact, I'm picking all of them.
You're picking all of them.
Yes, and you can't stop me.
Damn it, man! We're supposed to. This is how it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to pick the water. Leo's supposed to pick the fire. You're supposed to pick the grass.
I am picking the grass. I'm also picking everything else.
God damn it!
And surprisingly, for the first time, I'm actually considering getting a fire type starter.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, duh. With me, I'm usually, you guys know me so well, I either go with grass or water for most of my games.
Mhm.
With the exception of Gen 3.
Okay. We also have the official releases for the other 3 Guardians of Alola.
Ah, yes. After Tapu Koko, we got Tapu Lele.
Who is the guardian of Akala Island?
And
She looks either like a snail or a butterfly. I can't tell which.
either way, she looks pretty and she don't care.
Yeah, because her ability Psychic Surge will automatically create Psychic Terrain when she steps on the field.
Which,
And Psychic Terrain prevents priority moves.
Yep.
yeah, I
Which
noticed.
actually I think
man,
reinforces
this
the snail
gen-
comparison from earlier.
I just gotta say really quickly, this gen really hates priority moves.
Yeah, it does.
Well, people are constantly complaining about them, so you know what?
They're balancing them.
Gotta remedy it somehow. Next is Tapu Bulu.
Which is a bull-like guardian of Ula Ula Island.
It is a grass psychic type, but its ability has me going, oh
Grass Fairy.
god.
Grass Fairy Legend.
What's up?
What'd you say, man?
I said Grass Fairy.
Yes, that's what I said.
No, you said Grass Psychic.
Okay, so I'm sorry. If I did say that, then I am mistaken. It is a grass fairy. Now, with regard to this thing and its ability, this thing basically heals everything on the ground and powers up grass type attacks. But the fun thing is that this thing will likely be able to stack leftovers and ingrain if it should get it, which means that it could heal 3/16 of its health pretty much every single turn. And protecting gives it an automatic heal on that end too. So this thing could be ridiculously bulky regardless of what you do with it. And of course, being grass fairy means that it's going to be annoying for most dragons.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
It has some decent utility. That's it.
Lastly is Tapu Fini, which is my personal favorite of
Same
the 4
here.
Guardians.
Same here.
Yeah, and with regard to Tapu Bulu, one last thing, he's probably the ugliest of the 4. Tapu Fini, on the other hand, I like a lot too, simply because of its aesthetics and its typing.
Which is Water Fairy.
Again!
However, it has the, I would say, of the 4 moves, I think Misty Surge is probably the least beneficial. Or should I say the least broken?
It still makes dragons hate each other.
It is probably capable of being the best doubles partner for dragons, period. Capable of defending them against super effective dragon type moves, and in general, just being able to lower the attack power of all dragons on the field regardless.
Not to mention that they added a new change to Misty Terrain in Generation 7, which actually prevents confusion as well.
Oh my gosh.
So
Free outrages. Or rampage moves.
you try to use Swagger, ha ha ha.
You could... Oh my god!
Legend is having an
I think
existential
we just
meltdown.
broke him.
Think about it
Yeah, we
though.
did. I think
You
we
can now
actually
use
did.
swagger to. You can now use swagger in doubles to power up each other, and not get confused.
Yeah, we broke him.
Yeah, I think we did.
Holy crap!
Yeah, Legend's pretty much broken.
I'm not broken. I'm ecstatic. What
You're
is it with
ecstatically
you
broken?
and your thinking you break me?
Because Legend, you are very simple and easy to break. Given the proper opportunity.
Well, if I need the proper opportunity and not so simple to break. Your logic is invalid.
Nope.
Anywho's, yeah, I like all of these so far. I really like how the Guardians look.
How about how they play, including their new signature?
Oh god,
Guardian of Alola, the Z move.
in which you basically create a giant body for the head that their bodies are basically made out of to stick onto that body, and then you make a fist slamming motion,
And it
the,
pancakes whatever's in front of them.
for-
I should note.
by the way, it only does for 75 of the opponent's HP.
Yes, it
It
is
is
a
a
fixed.
solid 3/4 health dropper.
Yes, which is perfect for capturing Pokemon.
It is. And I would also note that it could have utility too if you want to activate a certain level of ability. It might even be a quick way to get to your Overgrow, Blaze, or Torrent if you use it in doubles. Now,
Yeah, but you would essentially have to use a Z move on your own Pokemon.
that is true.
I don't know. I question whether or not you're being too risky for moments of power there, Legend.
All strategies are viable in the hands of the truly creative and insane.
Or you sit upon your throne of cheese.
Well, I do sit upon my throne of cheese. But this isn't one of those cheesing moves. Honestly. I think it's one of my favorite Z moves to ever exist. And probably one of the more balanced of the Z moves, given the context of how it's used.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could just be barking up the wrong tree.
Who knows?
But it does look fun. And I love that little shit-eating look on your character's face when they make the pounding motion. I'm gonna wreck some shit up. Bam!
We also have a couple of other Pokemon confirmed. First off, Cosmog, the Psychic Puffball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Hey,
it's basically been
It looks like a
confirmed.
piece of candy.
It's also been confirmed
Yes.
to be the Pokemon that's inside Lily's bag,
Yep. It is not, in fact, one of the Ultra Beasts.
as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've got a weird, crazy theory. Hear me out.
Fire away.
Deoxys is the first Ultra Beast.
It could be.
Because, although technically we don't know if these Ultra Beasts come from space or from a different dimension.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Or even if they're Pokemon.
From what we saw in the hack, there's a shiny variant of them.
And they are also recorded in the Pokedex.
Okay, so they are some variant of Pokemon?
Not to mention, we haven't mentioned this, but they actually showed off a few other Ultra Beasts from the hack.
One of which looks like Guzma.
One of them actually looks like the... what's the name of the first Kahuna?
I don't know, but it looks like that guy.
Yeah. Then we have... Seriously, some of them just look Cronenbergian or Cthulhuid-esque. They
I
remind
kinda do.
They really freaking remind me of the balls from Bravely Second.
The Baals. There is a pause between those two A's. Otherwise,
There's an
you're talking about
apostrophe there.
somebody's show.
I like the way he says it.
Clouds.
Balls.
Well,
No.
you are a ball buster in that game.
They're balls.
Baal.
Oh,
Take a
Hala.
hammer to the balls.
The kahuna is named Hala.
To the Bahala?
Oh yeah. No, the first kahuna's name is Hala.
Hala hala gadala bahala.
Son of a bitch. Anywho's it?
I don't even know anymore.
God damn, man. Anyway, what's next on our list of Pokemon news, or are we done? Oh, wait.
Garfield.
Oh, we're just getting started.
We have a new Alolan form Pokemon.
Well, it
It
was
was
kind of
leaked,
leaked
but it's
before.
confirmed
But
officially Alolan Persian.
AKA Garfield.
Stop insulting Garfield like that. This thing looks weird.
It's pure dark with the fur coat or technician abilities.
Yep. Which means additional defense.
We also have some story leaks from the same demo from earlier. We can confirm that there is an Alolan Pokemon League, but we've come at a time in which they're barely creating it.
I smell sequel.
so that may mean either that a sequel, or we're going to have
or
gyms in late
post-game.
game.
It could be post-game,
It better be post game.
just like with Delta episode.
Oh, it better be post game.
They also leak out the battle
Battle tree?
which is the battle tree, which allows you to team up with Cynthia and Wally.
Oh gosh, that is. You can imagine people losing their shit.
So who else? Who knows who else is showing up? But more importantly, two very important trainers reappear in this game.
The original protagonist and the original rival from Red and Blue are back.
And they're the heads.
They are the
Oh my god.
they're the ones
So-
in charge of the battle tree.
So let me go ahead and tell you two things that I found on the internet. One which is interesting, and one which is bullshit.
What's that?
Okay, the interesting portion is that if you look on Red's shirt a little bit carefully, you can make out that the symbols on his shirt actually are supposed to spell 96,
Like 1996.
the year Pokemon came out in the States.
Actually,
Wait,
it was
what?
in Japan.
Seriously?
Yeah.
96 is when it came out in Japan. 98 was the U.S.
Oh, okay, 96 in the States. Sorry, my bad. In addition, the fan community has already come up with their own theory for why Red and Blue is there.
Oh my god, please don't tell me.
For their honeymoon!
There's nothing wrong with it. Except, no?
Except the Y.
I don't know. Just,
But yeah,
Okay.
just a stupid fan theory that was so hilarious I had to put it in.
like, that's the first thing
So
they
what
could
is-
think of? Like, the invitation that they were there, or the fact that they're on a vacation?
The fact that the two of them are there together still after all these years, looking older together.
It could be called their best friends now, people. What the heck's wrong with you?
It's
Yeah,
the
well, people
shippers.
thought
They're
Bert
insane.
Ernie- People thought Bert and Ernie were more than best friends too.
People still do.
And of course, Red still does not speak.
Yes,
Which
that's
is-
the official in-joke.
Yep.
Yep, still as silent as ever.
Yet the only incarnation in which he actually speaks is in Origins.
That is
Right.
true. Though I have to wonder if which one is actually canon at this point, or if they are two separate canons. Fire all the
Indeed.
cannons!
Indeed, it's very curious.
Kyoto-san,
That
Kyoto-san.
deals with the official news, although a lot of people, the numbers for Sun and Moon pre-orders are through the roof at this point after the demo.
Really?
I don't blame him. It's good.
People are excited. People want to see this new change in the Pokemon series.
That
I
is...
think this might eclipse the other two games that came. Well, the other two sets of games that came before it.
It definitely does feel like a breath of fresh air compared to many of the other games of the franchise, which were basically variations on the same idea. Though I would say that Black and White came close to it, but this is a complete rewrite of the formula. So yeah, I'm super excited.
They're seriously up in the ante with this release.
I agree full-heartedly, and I'm looking forward to see what they do. We have more Nintendo news now.
But this time it has a name.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Nintendo officially announced the NX to the public, and the street name is going to be the Nintendo Switch.
And,
oh god.
Oh my god.
It's the Switch.
Nintendo are, by the way the trailer was describing how this thing works, they are really outdoing themselves. Big time.
Yeah. They don't even need words to tell you, okay, this is how it works, this is how it works. No, you can see how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, it's like a little screen. It's kind of like your little screen hooked into your console, but you can take it out, put controller, add-ons to it, and walk around with it and play it in high definition.
It is the console.
It's like the console itself. It's like, what the heck?
The way that I've heard it's compared to is that it's if a Vita could be put onto a pedestal and then played on your TV.
Yes, and Nintendo were true to their word. They are going back to cartridges. But from what I've seen in the trailer, it's kind of like how the Vita has theirs.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's a rumor that the game cartridges are have a capacity of 16 gigabytes.
Yes, that's really good, actually.
For just a game, so that means you don't have to put any data on them on the system.
Which will be useful.
And at least with this one, with the games, you don't have to worry about like with the disc, getting scratched, because now it being like this little portable cartridge, you can just put it on the top of it.
Granted, you still have to be careful, because the last thing you want to do is put your $60 game in your pocket and then forget about it. Isn't that right, Legend?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave your game cartridges in your pockets. I've had several casualties with the washing machine.
However, Nintendo kind of trolled us with one little detail in their trailer. In one part of the trailer, we are seeing Skyrim, and yet that confirmed as of yet to be on the Switch, pissing off a lot of people.
Actually,
they can suck it up.
Actually, the full phrase of that story, Akari, is that the games shown in the trailer are not representative of the game quality in the final release or the graphics quality.
Oh yeah.
Which means it is being released, just it's not going to look as pretty.
It's not representative yet. We don't know.
There was one thing that I know. I think Bootsy and I have been squealing about this. There's a new Splatoon game.
Either that or an updated version of Splatoon 4.
No, it's actually it's a Splatoon Sports or something like that. So it might be a new game.
We will see. Again, unfortunately, because they're moving to a new system of delivering content, no backwards compatibility, folks.
Sad.
But you know what? I don't care.
I was gonna say, didn't the Wii U have backwards compatibility?
Yes,
yeah, with Wii games. But that's because the systems were basically the
Switch
same.
will not.
Well, at least with this one I can understand. But if there might be a possibility, if they're on their own eShop, they might do it for digitally. So it's not big of a deal.
Well, we'll see about that. Also, one of the things is that currently the battery life is being estimated at 3 hours.
Oh god, my phone can last longer than that.
However, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but that is what the current float about is being. They might fix that out, and keep in mind that the first of anything always gets patched or it always gets better hardware. See the Nintendo DS line for further evidence.
Yeah.
So, just because it doesn't start off impressive right now, doesn't mean that it can't in the future.
Which means don't get the first of anything. That's
Never get
Well,
sick.
it depends. It usually depends, but most of the time, I mean, we learned our lesson from the PS2. Who
Well,
remembers that little fiasco?
well, there's some there are some problems where that might always not be a good thing. PS2 backwards compatibility.
Alright.
Lastly, the internet has gone ahead and taken this thing up by storm nevertheless, and created its own unofficial mascot for the system.
Oh my god.
Which is
In the form of the
But
Switch
it's
dog.
adorable.
the
In
what?
the form of the Switch puppy.
Switch puppy. The face of the Switch looks like a puppy.
It's adorable.
Like
You
the
cannot
little
unsee it.
handles in the back look like dog ears. Can you picture it, man?
I can now.
I have not seen it yet.
It's adorable.
I've included
It's
the
so
link for
cute.
everyone who wants to see.
What in the flippin' hell is that?
It's Switch puppy.
Let's see.
I have no words. I have no words.
You have no words, but you must scream.
Aww. It's
That
derpy.
thing is freaky.
It's derpy.
I'm sorry. That thing is freaky as hell. I seen no.
Like, the two sticks are like the two little eyes, and they're a little misshapen. I've
So
seen uglier
adorable.
dogs.
Akari is not amused.
I don't care. It's adorable.
Anyway, Pokemon Go also is getting into the Halloween spirit with candy. Muzi, take it away.
Pretty much what they've done is everything that you catch until I think the 1st of November, you get double the candies for catching it. You get double the candies for transferring it. And your buddy Pokemon, oh man, it is a significant drop in how far you have to go to get a candy for that.
Ooh.
Like what Magic was, Magikarp's like what 0.25?
0.25k, yeah. Let's just say I've switched to Dratini right now because Dratini's normally a 5k buddy Pokemon.
Jesus Christ.
I've already gotten a couple of candies out of this sucker because it drops it down to like 1.25k or something like that.
I think so. I think so. That's what it is. 'Cause right now with my Bulbasaur, it's like 0.75 to get where
There's they've jacked up the spawn rates, varying, levels of the Ghastly line, Cubone and Marowak, Zubat, Golbat,
All the
Meowth,
spooky Pokemon.
and I think one or two other ones. And oh my goodness, I came out of Barnes & Noble the other night and there was 2 Cubones right near the car.
Oh my gosh.
It's been wonderful. I was so close to being able to, legitimately evolve my own Marowak.
Damn.
Oh god, I got a little story about. Wait, that interested Marowak. I got my own little story. I got to say, this is right after I picked up Gambi from work, so we decided to go, just go around and get the stops. My Pokemon Go Plus was glowing yellow, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. I tapped it, and I caught a Cubone. I'm like, okay, so I don't have it. And she's holding my phone. Exactly 30 seconds later, it blinks yellow again. Guess what it was?
Another Cubone?
Marowak?
It was Marowak. And I caught it with the plus.
Let's just say the hike up for candy that you get for catching, because you get 6 now instead of 3.
Oh, yes.
I was kind of close to evolving to a Marowak. I already have over 200 candy now.
Oh god.
Jesus H. Christ, woman.
Well, and for Ghastly, it's ridiculous, because before they even started this, I had close to 300 candies because I catch them a lot in the evening, when I'm out and about.
Okay.
And I hadn't evolved a ton of Haunters and stuff. Even after evolving, a Haunter, like a Ghastly all the way up to Gengar, I've redeemed some of those candies already, and I have like 349 Ghastly candy right now. So.
What?
And they've upped, which really ticks me off, though, is that they've upped Drowsy and Hypno as well.
Oh no.
Can I tell them about
see too many of them. I have
gosh.
4 hypnos in my party.
We have way too many of them up here. It needs to stop.
And I swear to God, if they do a Christmas thing and they up a jinx spawn rate, I will lose it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Like,
little bit of sad news for Pokemon Go.
uh-oh.
Someone finally got hit by a bus.
Oh.
Oh no.
Damn.
It happened in
People are
Japan.
stupid.
It happened in Japan. 9-year-old boy was struck by a vehicle in central Japan, occurring about 4:10 p.m.
Oh.
Because people are
Don't
stupid.
Pokemon. Don't. Be aware of your surroundings, just like it says on the opening thing a million times while you're waiting for it to load.
Was he
That's
old
what the
enough
plus
to
is
read?
for. People buy yourself a plus if you can find one.
9 years old,
Yeah.
man.
Alright, so he should have been able to read, he just chose not to.
Let's move on from that morbid subject and let's talk about
please.
the internet crashing.
Oh?
What do we got this time?
So many of you guys remember the DDoS attack on major East Coast servers, which caused internet outages on that end.
Oh, I think I remember. I think I
Yeah,
remember that
it
one.
basically knocked it.
You might remember that about a week ago, your internet might have been running slower than usual.
Not really.
No.
Well,
And also that.
well, the Alaskans live in Alaska, so that would hardly affect you.
Well, also,
Yeah, I did notice there was a lot of bullshit on my end.
yes,
Oh, wow.
because like Twitter and stuff was down. Twitter and Netflix.
Quite a few sites, including PlayStation Network and certain Xbox Live apps, if you happen to have been using them at the time.
Yeesh.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Someone has found in Super Mario 64 an impossible coin to collect.
Again.
Again. So YouTuber Pen and Coic 2012 collected what's supposed to be a uncollectible coin, and apparently he found another one 20 years after the initial game's release.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously?
So they're
So
still
the idea-
finding shit even to this day?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, basically, the idea is that every coin spawn in the Super Mario game comes in certain patterns,
Okay.
and so that as you go across the game, you'll occasionally notice ones that do not come in patterns of 5 or 8. So they're either glitched into the earth, so that way you can't catch them, or they are just glitched out, literally.
Huh.
Oh
So-
man.
There's a whole video that goes in and shows that where the missing coin is, and it's incredibly difficult to get.
I'm not surprised.
This next story was a bit confusing, and we barely just got an update to it today. Muzi, you want to take this one?
Let me scroll down here.
We're talking about
Originally,
the Mario voice actor.
it had popped up as to where people were freaking out because on Charles Martinet's Facebook page, it said he no longer voiced Mario and several of the other characters that he's obviously famous for voicing. And come to find out today, somebody had edited the post, and he came out and said that it was a Facebook error that changed his stuff to say former.
Oh my
And
goodness.
apparently he's not the only one that this happened to. So he came out and went, no, it's okay.
So it's like, don't worry, I'm still doing it.
I'm still, voicing, all those characters that I voiced for Nintendo. It's okay.
Yeah, because he
It's like,
voices Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi.
Pretty much the apocalypse is not here, people. It's okay.
So he's basically the current Mel Blanc of the Nintendoverse.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Or should I say the Marioverse?
Regardless.
Moving on.
And he's a cool
Yes.
guy. I would hate to see him go.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's sticking around for quite a while longer still.
Thank God.
Yeah, this reminds me of the
Let's
Facebook
see.
shenanigans that happened with PewDiePie a little while ago that confusedly thought that he had joined ISIS.
Oh,
Yeah, but that
fake.
was just the internet insanity right there.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
well.
just somebody editing stuff to be a jerk.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, Sky News.
Yeah. Let's go into some crazy news coming out of a very familiar place.
Do tell.
Fish shot is being served in El Paso, Texas.
Fish what?
A shot of alcohol with a live fish in it.
What? What the flying fluck?
I'm surprised neither of you two have heard about this.
I have shut off the news for the past week because I am too goddamn depressed by it lately.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Bad juju.
We broke Akari.
There's a local bar in El Paso called Zocalo Cantina, which is selling live fish in their shots of tequila.
So
Or fish.
is it like a goldfish swimming in a bottle of tequila? I'm surprised it's not dead.
Not necessarily goldfish, but it's a long, thin, like a guppy, I guess. I don't know.
That is cruel and unusual to the fish.
Yeah,
Unless the fish
apparently
is
the
swimming in
mayor
its
is
own little fish.
there's a petition going around town asking the drink to be banned.
I can see why. It's kind of a fucked up concept.
According to the news story, the fish is legal per the health department requirements because the fish is not actually served in the shot, and patrons have to add the fish to the drink themselves.
So you have to.
He's still broken, by the way.
You have to murder the fish yourself.
You gotta drown it in
You
alcohol.
drop it in and then you drink it.
You're still murdering it.
I love drinking up the soul of a little animal. No! No one would pay for that!
What they do?
Actually, apparently, given by the business booming, apparently people have.
What the hell?
Humanity
Alright.
is weird, sad, and depressing.
Okay,
Some of the time.
let's go ahead and take a moment to restart Akari EXE.
Yeah,
by
he
getting him something.
has stopped.
Excuse me for a moment.
Did you give him the pillow, Zero?
Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a distance problem.
Yeah, so
That was a terrible trick, I can see.
Okay, I am much better now.
Okay, well, I was going to start you with the next story, which I think you would be much happier about.
Depends on what it is. Oh, yes.
Who's retired?
Now at least he might go beta retire. Oh, wait, he's making too much money.
The
Yeah.
entire movie-going, populace
So,
let up one giant cheer and sigh of relief.
so the
Thank God.
the German-born director of House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain, and Return of the King has finally stopped his
Wait.
rampage.
Return of the
tyranny.
King?
Oh.
I thought it was Name of the King.
Oh,
Name of the King.
I don't care what it's called. It's a piece of.
Either way, he blames his retirement on the market being dead, saying that you don't make any money anymore on movies because the DVD and Blu-ray market worldwide has dropped 80% in the last 3 years. That's the real
No,
reason.
his DVD.
The reason he's not
I
making
just
money
can't
anymore.
afford to make movies. I can't go back to student filmmaking, and I can't make cheaper and cheaper movies at my age.
Good.
Yes, because the reason has nothing to do with anything that you're talking about. The reason is that they changed the laws in Germany to prevent exactly the kind of bullshit that was making you that illegal money in the first place.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yay.
I will say this, though. He did direct one good thing to
What?
me. He directed a music video for Nightwish, and that was the only good thing he ever did in his life.
which actually makes it all his other bad things worse. If he could do that little bit of good, why didn't he do a little more good?
Because
I know.
he's not an idiot.
Probably a little.
He was a greedy,
It's
money-grubbing
right
bastard.
4.5 million. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zero.
I was saying he's a greedy, money-grubbing bastard.
Thank you.
Yes. It's like, movie ball, move to music videos. You can do better than that. Next.
We are getting into actual gaming news. We have a trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. After
Yes!
several teasers were leaked by Rockstar earlier.
Rockstar, you've been holding out on us.
So if Red Dead Redemption was initially their take on the good, the bad, and the ugly, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the Magnificent Seven.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I wonder if it's going to be like tower defense segments.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't know if I should rephrase that. I don't know whether they'll be barring plots, but there were 7 figures on horseback hinted throughout the trailer.
Ah.
Whether or not you'll be playing as villains or heroes is yet to be determined, but many people do speculate that one of the characters is John Marston's son.
That would be an interesting way to go.
And I think Akari needs a drool bucket.
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of this game. I only have it on PS3 and made about a third of the way through it. I freaking love it. I mean, it's just being able to go on horseback anywhere you go, to be either an outlaw or to be doing whatever for good or something like that. It's just plain fun just being a cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will be looking forward to getting this game when it comes out next year.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun. Dark Souls, in addition to releasing the DLC Ashes of Aria and Del, also released the Poise patch.
The unthinkable has happened.
And we've lost Legend.
Well, no, you've regained Legend. He was kind of out of it for a little while. But yeah, there's been this running gag that Poise is broken, and it was. There is no Poise. Now there is.
And have you played it since?
I have attempted to. Took a little while for it's kind of funny. I think the moment was so momentous for my poor PlayStation that it had to take 4 hours in order to download the freaking update.
Sure.
In short, it took a while.
Yeah! So I wasn't able to really play it due to that long bit of time downloading the software required.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to testing it and not getting staggered.
Well, once you test it, be sure to let us know the next time we do the podcast.
Yep.
Will do.
Now we got another update for Hyrule Warriors.
I'm amazed they're still coming out with them.
Yeah, they're bringing
we
out
have
Ravio.
the last 2 characters being released.
Oh, they're the last
We
2.
got Ravio and Yuga from Link Between Worlds.
Ravio and Yuga?
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell?
Can I do a little spoiler tag here for those who know who Ravio is? Spoiler: he's the alternate version of Link, but except that he's a little bit of a wuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he knows he's a wuss.
Yeah, he accepts the fact he is a wuss. Basically, since Link is the representation of courage, Ravio is cowardice, basically.
But I wouldn't say he's dumb. That's the thing.
He's clever.
He's
He
absolutely
knows
clever.
that he's a coward.
And I would also say that he has probably the best business sense out of any character I have ever met in any of the series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't really do this whole hero thing, so I'm going to go into a different field, which is filled with treachery, backstabbing, and shady deals.
But he's also smart enough to know, hey, I can't do it, but this guy can.
So I will milk him for his wallets. For all he's worth.
Pretty much.
They also comes with a costume pack, which includes different colors for the Bug Lady, Fee, Ocarina, Majora's Mask, Kid Link, Goddess form, Twilight Princess.
Midna.
Thank you, and the Zora chick. I am off my Legend of Zelda.
Ruto.
Bruto, thank you.
Bruto,
Yeah.
there we go.
He's
Thank
just
you.
off his game today.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to beat Legend in a Pokemon battle here.
Wait, what?
Legend. I have Legend's name as my rival in Pokemon Red.
I wonder.
Good lord, man.
So yeah, we got that going on. So we have another stage revealed for Sonic Mania.
So I'm still iffy
And
on.
as it turns out, this one has Tails and Knuckles.
Yep, Tails and Knuckles are confirmed. So it's going to be like Sonic. It's going to be like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where you can have Sonic and Tails, or Knuckles as your playable units.
Nice.
So you got that all sort of done. The next area is called Mirage Saloon Zone, which also goes ahead and allows you to show off the CRT filter, which makes it look like you're playing on an old-timey TV.
Oh my goodness.
Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool in all fairness.
Definitely
But I
full
want
of
to say
nostalgia beat.
this next game is much cooler. And that's Sonic Utopia.
So why don't you run this one down for us?
Okay, so Sonic Utopia is a fan game that basically says, let me show you how you should have done 3D Sonic properly.
Oh boy.
In other words, hey, Sonic team, stop being idiots.
And I gotta say, this looks better than anything, and I mean anything, that Sonic Adventure, even Generations, I would say, has on the previous series.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is that impressive. So if you click the link, it'll take you to where it'll take you to the article, and it'll show off just exactly how well you move in this game.
Damn.
And it's a nice wide area that's kind of reminiscent of the 3D sections from Super Paper Mario,
Ooh.
where it's just basically the 2D sections made into 3D perfectly,
Nice.
and it just works a lot better.
Well then.
That's definitely really cool. That's actually really cool. Actually,
So that would be even more of a Paper Mario game than Color Splash.
Yes,
Ooh, shots fired.
yes, it would.
But
That's
here's
bad.
my personal little oh no about this whole thing. With regard to what Sonic should have been, like a fan-made game, do you think Sega's going to let that slide?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it their own.
Yeah, they might try to make it their own.
If they do, great.
I would laugh my butt off if they ended up like hiring these people.
I didn't include this in the story, but technically that's what Nintendo's doing for the Uranium people.
Yeah, they said join us.
Join us and we'll make it legal?
No,
Well,
they
they
were not going
didn't
to
say
make
that.
Uranium legal, but say, hey, you can help us make the next Pokemon game. We're already planning Generation 8.
Why not?
Yeah. So next we have some movie news.
Let's preface this with why?
For those knows why I'm groaning about one of my favorite movies is getting rebooted.
Again,
A certain headband wearing, machine gun wielding, bow wielding, badass by the name of John Rambo is getting rebooted, but without Stallone.
That
Ooh.
sounds kind of like.
A fucking god.
I'm
Like
curious
I said,
whether
let's preface it with why.
I'm wondering whether or not it will be able to stand on its own.
No.
It won't. I would like to be pleasantly surprised, but with all honesty,
That's not going to happen.
In so many remakes and attempted retellings of so many stories, many of them miss the original soul and genius of the original work.
Yes.
And replace it with wood!
Yep.
Literally.
Basically it's just it's about a man who comes home from a war and he's being treated differently because of what he's gone through and basically suffering from, was it PTSD?
On steroids?
Not really in that kind of thing. That's like that's the dumb sequels that followed it. But no, but First Blood is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Stallone movie, along with the original Rocky. But I cannot see this being remade at all.
So in other words, Akari angry.
Yes, I am.
Like I said, that's why I preface
I like
it.
Rambo.
Why?
I mean, like I said, I like Rambo. I grew up watching Rambo, so Hollywood, go fuck off and die.
Well, that's the thing. They're trying not to die.
Well,
Zero's
fuck off and do
failing,
something else.
not
Something
dying.
original.
And you know you're going to end up seeing it anyway.
Yeah, to see how bad it is.
But you're still going to end up seeing it anyway.
Well, I recommend you go and get it off of Netflix. Don't give it any money from the box office. Or find someone who's stupid enough to buy the DVD and just swipe it from them.
Redbox.
Okay, dude, what you just said is what every single person who hates the Ghostbusters remake says.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Like, literally, they were doing a promotion thing, on iTunes saying, oh, get all 3 movies. And people were joking, going, oh, you mean the first 2 movies in the video game? Awesome. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, next.
Okay, from the mind of Ellen Lee and the hand of oatmeal comes bears versus babies.
Wait,
What?
So remember
this is
we
gonna
had
be good.
Exploding Kittens a while back.
Yes.
This is their sequel.
You know,
No
I
way.
think the theme for today is why?
No, wait, I want to get a trailer for this. Hold on.
So this is their new card game. And it's basically it's basically, again, the same idea, except instead of just being against each other, you're also playing against a mob, which is generated by when you draw cards. And so you're trying to build these eldritch-like monsters made up of bears to fight against the babies.
Really?
Hey.
And it has all sorts of various sort of
Weird
it has all sorts of various rules to it, but that's the general gist of it. So within, I want to say under 24 hours, they made somewhere to the amount of $1 million.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Within the first hour, they made over 10 times their asking amount of $10,000.
Some people I see have the shut up and take my money syndrome going for them.
Well, as we stand with 19 days to go before the Kickstarter campaign closes, it has $1.8 million.
What?
And
Again.
just under 50,000 backers.
Again,
Jeez.
I repeat, why?
Because it's awesome.
You can buy the core deck for $25, or you can buy the deck and the not safe for work expansion for $35.
It's bears versus babies. How could it possibly be not safe for work?
Because probably eventually the bears eat the babies.
Oh.
Right. In addition, the first round of stretch goals is being unleashed. So, in their spirit of doing special achievements, they actually ask for, instead of traditional monetary stretch goals, they ask for number of social media tasks to be done in order for them to get to unlock the stretch goal. In this case, the stretch goal is upgrading the deck from 80 cards to 112 cards, and includes tasks such as post a photo of 50 people dressed as bears or babies.
Yeah.
Legally
grown men in diapers.
Legally rename a baby, pet, or vessel to Krabbin McThundersquash.
Oh no.
Which
We
someone
return to the Y theme.
Which someone has actually done because it has been unlocked.
Oh god.
I hope
Post a photo of 10 or more gummy stacks stacked on a sleeping baby.
Jesus.
That poor kid.
Post 10 photos of Pomeranians wearing incredible underpants.
That would be cute
It's stupid.
and
Post
practical.
25 photos of babies dressed as tanks.
Cute.
Post 5 photos of a pumpkin giving birth to another pumpkin.
It's Halloween. We can do this.
And post 25 photos of you sharing bears versus babies themed food items. Food items with your friends.
That can work if I knew what they were and they're safe and legal.
I'm still scared.
So far, people have unlocked 10 of the 15 achievements required to get the first round of stretch goals. And
That's why I'm scared.
And they still have 2 more stacked up in case people are done.
Oh
This is
boy.
why I'm scared.
So yeah, I believe that the launch, I'm trying to look to see when they actually said this thing will be coming to stores.
Jesus Christ in a handbasket.
People can be
I
wonderful
don't
and
actually
weird.
see a...
No, Zero, the handbasket broke, okay?
Okay, it's estimated to come out June 2017.
June 2017.
I'm still stuck on the Y.
The question is not why. The why is to make money. The question is, how far will it go?
Alright.
No, that's probably a question we don't want answered.
I think it's going to be answered whether we like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go from one Y to another, which is the ending of the Kalos season for Pokemon.
Oh my god.
So Japan has already released the ending to it, as they've already hyped up the Alola adventures for Ash, and so the farewell scene of Serena leaving the party has already been leaked.
Of course.
And she
Which-
leaves with...
Very ambiguous goodbye.
Very
Because apparently the Japanese have an issue with showing displays of affection.
Uh-oh.
So, by doing everything but, it's very implied that Ash gets his first kiss here.
Is
Sounds about right.
10.
Everyone to ignore the Pokemon movies. Because I do believe either Melody or Misty kisses him in either of those.
I think Melody does.
I think Melody does, possibly Latias, given the whole weirdness of that movie.
Yeah.
But we're canonically, apparently, supposed to go with this one.
No, I'm sorry. Melody was his first kiss. I'll accept that.
Even if that was a lot, yes.
Okay.
No, not that one. The Pokemon 2000.
He's the Pokemon 2000, the one where he's supposed to be the chosen one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Well, we think Misty got pissed off for that one moment because she's like, "What? You kiss him first, bitch?"
I think the only reason Misty has been tagging along is because Ash still owes her money.
And she, well, that and something more, probably.
She wants to catch something else from him.
Well,
Good lord.
I don't think she wants anything to do with this little Caterpie.
oh!
Yep, we went there.
God,
Peace, I'm out.
God damn it, Legend.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Alright, let's try and end this on a strong note.
Okay.
Zero, what's your favorite furry character that is completely underused in video games?
Oh, god damn it. I see this right here. It happens to be the cute...
Felix the cat. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree again.
Klonoa is getting his own anime.
Yay! I love the little cute cat rabbit thing.
What, has no one played Felix the
Henshin, a
cat?
U.S. media-based company, is developing a full feature-length animated film based on Klonoa, and is going to go ahead and make this, bring him back and make him relevant.
Please do, because I really did love the Klonoa games.
No release date has been announced, but hopefully he'll look fantastic.
Aw, don't leave me waiting.
And lastly, we have to deal with the bullshit.
The bullshit?
The bullshit.
Oh god. Kingdom Hearts 1.
HD for the PS4.
Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix Collection.
Hold on. Okay.
Wait, they're releasing it again?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently it's for the PS4, which means
Oh
it's going to
my
be
God.
a really expensive game that I will not want to play.
Oh.
But I think my one of my associates will.
Oh.
Gosh, Legend, I didn't know you were a fan of this.
You?
This is really about time to be using the damn duck voice.
That was
So
a dumb.
we're getting almost every single game of the
That doesn't
Kingdom
count,
Hearts
does it?
franchise on the PS4.
Except Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, it's saying here it's coming out with the Xbox One as well, which I thought I heard was canceled.
Good boy.
Apparently not.
I'm sorry. If all, with the exception of the handheld titles,
You
I
do
think-
realize that the Xbox One is going to suck, right?
yeah, I see no point of putting a main Kingdom Hearts game on an Xbox.
Well,
To shut people up.
It's going to suck it up and get a PS4.
They are cheaper now.
with that dealt with, I have only one question remaining for the Legend Hunters.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What are you all doing on Monday?
Fuck,
Rip
Working.
fuck if I know.
I'm going to be working in the morning, so...
Rift tracks.
Yep. Me, Moodzy, Yami, and Remo are all going to Rift Tracks.
Oh, nice.
Carnival of Souls.
Fun.
Well,
And if you have never heard of Carnival of Souls, it's basically a 1960s black and white supernatural horror film where a young girl, her friends crash her car into a river and she manages to survive, yet she's getting drawn to this mysterious place in the middle of nowhere, which is haunted by freaky looking people.
In other
Yeah,
words,
leave
it's
it
a
at that.
really crappy old movie.
Actually, no, it's not. It's been critically acclaimed over the years.
Yeah, over the years, but when it first came out,
Yeah, it was panned.
crap.
It was crap when it came out, but over the years, like with a lot of horror films, it gains, critical recognition over time.
huh.
Except for Friday the 13th, they never changed at all.
Good lord.
What can I say? I'm a horror nut.
I know you
You're just a
are.
nut.
You know, you're just a nut in general. Specifically a pistachio.
Aren't we all nuts?
I favor the pecan. You know, it's a really nice nut.
Good lord.
Walnuts, though, I'm not so sure about walnuts.
I am a peach.
Pizza King.
Okay, so that
Peaches are
means
considered members of the almond
Leo's
family.
the fruit, Legend's the nut, so that makes Zero the flake.
Oh, hang on. I'm usually flakier than this guy here. So,
Yeah, I'm the nut, and if that's the case, I'm a fucking cashew.
well, given the level of my jokes, I would say I'm more cornflakes.
Anyway, what's coming up on the podcast? Well, in 2 weeks, it will be...
Random shit?
Nay. In 2 weeks, it will be the 50th Legend Hunters podcast.
Oh my god.
Yep. 4 years, 50 episodes of this bullshit.
Good lord.
And I think we'll try to do a little bit of a Q&A.
That will be fun.
I'll make a proper announcement video sometime this week, which people can put their questions on. Hopefully we'll actually get some. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I might also put up a list of questions for people to answer on my art site. See if we'll get any things over there as well. Hopefully something that's rather safe for work, I hope.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Please.
But other than that, I really don't have anything else going on with the channel other than more Dark Cloud 2. We're finally going to be starting Chapter 3 of Dark Cloud 2 in the series. Wait, not Chapter 3, Chapter 4, I'm sorry.
One of those
Yep,
chapters.
that's full. And yeah, it's been going along pretty well. There will be... I won't say when or where, but there will be some rage moments. And for once, I don't think Zero's the one who's raging.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I recall right, on like the second to last level of the dungeon, you were derping around with a freaking rat build that was just driving me up the wall and I wanted to strangle you. Fucking, I'm fast forwarding that segment.
I don't mind if you fast forward it. I would like them to hear all the choice words that you threw in my general direction.
Yeah, like how much of an asshole you were for that?
Did we get the Benny Hill theme?
Do we get the Benny Hill theme?
I don't think we can do Chipmunk and Benny Hill at the same time.
Unfortunately, we cannot combine them.
So, choose one and choose wisely. But with that, that's really all that's going on with the channel right now. So, I guess this is it. So, happy Halloween, everyone. And this is Death Zero.
This is Zeoforce.
This is Akari.
This is Moosey.
And this is Legend Hunter, signing out without a ghost tied to his name.
Yes.
No.
Later, guys.
Ciao.
To the time warp again.
You're a dork, Akari.
Yes!
Now